And in this final hour of the Leadership Mandate, I am joined by Tebogo. Tebogo, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Ebenezer.
How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I am well.
I'm well.
You know, for the men and the women, by long they have never had an encounter with you or the amazing work that you do. Can you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, firstly, my name is Tebogo Thlako, a young man from Tawetswala village, right in rural area in Ribone State. That's where I come from and where I was born and raised.
Okay.
And until I was introduced to the business industry, where that I'm currently owning the brand called Rare Skincare, which is under the distribution of Tebogo Thlako Foundation, where that I do cosmetic products. So yeah, I can say that in a nutshell. And really humble from the support from my sister and my younger brother and my best friend, Minister Khanyaho, who is always on my side.
Wow. Yes. And take us back, man. Take us back to the young you, because today we are talking about mental transformation. And it's a subject that we don't really talk about much, but it's a subject that we need. Take us back to that moment as a young man living there in the rural area, having your own transformation of the mind, or even having some of the ideas and the beliefs that were around you, having them challenged. Take us back there.
Yeah, I'll just take you back then, how it really formed me to start to be in this innovation of business industry.
Okay.
Really, I believe in the word of saying, start with what you have and start where you are.
Yes.
I started very in a rural area, like hence Tawetswala is a very rural place area where I come from, where I started selling perfumes and for educators around where I come from.
Wow.
And that's how, so that I can generate the capital that will be able to sustain me to grow into the business. And I ventured into also to detergents, where I produce detergents. I also produce detergents before I step into the cosmetics. So it was, I sell throughout in the rural areas. You know, you're using wheelbarrow. You know. So you know that in rural, and I got support, by the way, from my community when I was just doing this, what we call it, detergents. I really got support from that, and I appreciate for the support, especially from studying from perfumes as well, from educators. I really got support from them, and I'm proud of saying where I am today, and through their support, I really appreciate this. And thank you, teachers out there in Tawetswala. I'm proud of you guys and all the team, communities, and members in different areas where they supported me. I'm proud of them.
Wow, that is amazing. And I'm wondering, before the entrepreneurship, where did you get that mindset? Was it always at home to be hustling, to be doing something with your hands, or where did you get that one from?
Yeah, what a beautiful question. Yeah, indeed, I got inspiration from my late mother, who was a domestic worker, and also being in those two business industry. My mom was like, she would wake up in the morning, 3 o'clock, do magwinya, and sell in the community, and yeah, that's what really impacted me and inspired me to pursue the vision. So I'm currently doing that, but in a different version of it. So I'm taking that burden that he bestowed in me and giving a swing about it. So I'm taking that charge of leading that and making possible to be making my mom proud where she is.
Wow. And I know she's very proud, eh?
I'm quite sure.
Yeah, and for the young man or young woman listening to this, there is a tendency to want to make excuses. To make excuses about the environment, about the lack of jobs and everything. But what was it that you had or that you learned from your mom that said to you, well, you know what? There may not be jobs. I may have seen my own mother hustle. Yes, I may have some fears that I may not succeed as much as she did. But what was it that always keeps you encouraged and makes you want to always make her proud?
What also encouraged me or that motivated me is that despite of the challenges that we're having as a country and as economy and as young people, that once you believe in yourself and have a passion of something that you do and you love most. Because I believe that you need to do something that you love.
Yes.
Because that's where that it starts. I believe in way of saying self-development, where that if you become self-centered about what you're passionate about, then that's where you'll be able to exactly know what you can do.
Oh, yes.
And
yes.
what formed me is that I know that I love selling. I love to sell. I'm enjoying selling.
Yes, yes.
And I can sell anything in the universe. If it's meant to be sold, I can sell anything.
Yes.
So I believe in sales. I did quite a lot. I've been in different industries such as metropolitan, where I learned a lot and all that.
Yes.
In terms of sales industry. So I've got a little bit background of sales experience, and some companies that I did work for, Reachona, I'd also be the distributor of that organization. So there's a lot that really I learned, and then I was like, I have quite a lot of information, and then now it's my time to to pursue the vision that I really intend to have in the future. So that's why I even landed to a Young Leadership Summit as where that I'm learning more in terms of the skills of leadership, so that I can give a much of a swing of understanding the environment and participating in a lot of things. Like I will just say this to your communities, that involve yourself in a lot of things.
Yes.
Find yourself busy. Find yourself committed on something. But because one, it will lead to one another.
Yes.
Yes.
And you said something very powerful there. Sales. If there's one skill that is very important of all skills, is the ability for one to sell. I mean, for you to get a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you are selling.
Absolutely.
For you to have your ideas heard in a boardroom, you are selling. And for the many that listen, for majority of our listeners, they are entrepreneurs or they are leaders. Talk to them about the importance of developing your ability to sell. When you get into a boardroom and you're going to negotiate, you're going to sell that idea that you have. Talk to them. Maybe give us 1 or 2 tips for those of us who are selling there or want to sell.
You know what? One thing that I can just tell you is that I think when when I entered here, you see the confidence. You need to have self-confidence.
Yes.
And be proud of what you're selling. Because I can assure you, that is what is the most important thing, that you need to have confidence in you.
Yes.
And once you have that self-development in that confidence, then you'll be able to make business. You'll be able to make sales. Because it starts with you.
Yes.
And it ends with you in terms of how you resonate towards the business.
Yes. Wow. And you also mentioned self-development. For many people, they believe or no, just because I'm getting older, it means I'm getting wiser. They don't believe in doing any personal development whatsoever. No, what would you say to those young men and women? They refuse to develop themselves.
You know, the danger of it, Ebenezer, is that if you don't develop yourself, it means you're going to be older but not being developed.
Oh, yes.
Because I believe that once you have got self-development, then you're centered. You'll maneuver any challenges that you're facing.
Yes.
In either it's a business, corporate, it's either in organization, NGOs, but if you have got strategic and leadership and action, then we'll be able to maneuver all of the obstacles, and then you'll be able, because I can assure you that people who doesn't have skills, they end up when they got pension doing nothing. Because skill is something that you're gonna live and forever and die with.
Yes.
Because it's something that you have. It's a skill. It's you own it.
Yes.
So I always say that to people, to some colleagues and friends, when we have got engagements, I always say this to them, that if you knew 3 things, 3 objectives that defines who you are, the adjectives, because once you understand that, then you'll be able, to give it a swing and a bash of what you do.
And what are those 3 things? Share with us those 3 things.
Firstly, you need to know what are you good at, and what do you love most.
Wow.
And what you actually invade in terms of your vision. Then that's when you'll be able to know who you are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, that's powerful. That's powerful right there. There's a young man, young woman who have got a business. They have just been they've been through some rough patches. Maybe they lost a customer. Maybe they lost a supplier. Maybe someone is even thinking of quitting. Talk to that young man, young woman who's going through those tough times, because the temptation is to think that when you're in business, things will be easy. They won't even think there will become challenges. And when those challenges come, they then want to quit. Talk to those ones.
First thing that I would say, business is spiritual.
Mm.
You must have a faith with relationship and a relationship with God.
Wow.
Because it's a fundamental.
Mm.
Either we like it or not, is that. Because you don't know what will happen tomorrow.
Yes.
So that's how we live in the business industry. So business industry is not for everyone. Always that.
Yes.
You need to know that you're going to have a lot of challenges out there.
Yeah.
Things, it might not go the way you wanted.
Yes.
Or how you think or how you wished. So it's a more topsy-turvy. Where that it's upside down, tomorrow it's right, tomorrow it's not there. So
yes.
You need to have a faith. There's a song that I always love it. It says, Spirit, lead me where my faith has never been. Because it says to you that give it as a much thought and harder to believe in where that you have never come across or your feet has never been laid to.
Yes.
So if once you understand that, then you'll be able to maneuver all challenges.
Wow, indeed. Yeah, because for many, once you start seeing the challenges come, the temptation is to think what others are lacking. The temptation is to think that others are using other things. Whereas, like you are just mentioning, and what we are learning from you is that it's spiritual. Maybe talk to us about that encounter that you had with God. How did you then reach that conclusion or norm? And in everything that I'm going to be including in my business, I must never put God in the back seat.
I was raised in the house of Lord, where my parents are Christian, and I still today hold on that the education that they did invest into us. So I'm much into believe in God, and because things start from that level.
Yes.
It is a layer of foundation that if you have got a positive relationship with God, and then you ask everything from God, because there's one statement that I will say it now. There's that I will quote from the book of The Secret. It says, anything that you asked is either negative or positive, the universe will attract it. So it's more into you on how you wanted things. And I don't believe in what we called luck. There's hardship. We need to work hard.
Yes.
We need to sweat. I go out there on the street, go and sell.
Yes.
Because this thing is not an over one night thing. Jerusalem, it was not built in one day.
Yes.
It takes time. So where I'm not saying I'm there, but I've little bit arrived close to where I envision my vision to, because I'm currently got funded by the NYDA for us to, to give it a swing of growth in terms of our business. So it takes time to manifest in terms of that.
Yeah. And you always mention the vision that one has, the vision where you see yourself. Talk to us about your discovery of the power of vision, because for a lot of young people, they don't have their own vision of themselves. Some are discouraged, so they don't have a vision of where they want to see themselves. Some have just been out of bad relationships or situations, and they have lost hope. Talk to us about the power of vision there.
The power of vision, I will start with what I've just indicated earlier on, that it starts with you.
Yes.
The reason why I'm saying it starts with you, the people that you bring in your bubble plays a pivotal role.
Yes.
That boring brand, that stressing boyfriend, that stressing partner, that stressing friends that you keep, they play a pivotal role in your journey.
Yes.
You need people who are going to, speak positive about you, speak life, and then encourage you.
Yes.
Who sees future in you, in fact, because I could say I was very fortunate for me and through God, because to have people such kinds of my friend, Minister Khanyago, who's always on my side in terms of encouraging me and showing me the path and say, dude, this is how things work. You need people who are going to be very honest with you.
Yes.
Even it's not fashionable to do so, but because they see the potential in you.
Yeah.
So they can shape that gold that they see in you. Because the end of it is that you need those kind of people. You don't need to have negative people in your cycle.
Yeah, true. And not only do you need people, but you need people with transformed minds.
Thank you.
Yeah, people that are not limited by their own circumstances or the environments. Now, here you are running your business, you are striving to achieve big things in life, and then here comes an opportunity to develop yourself as a leader, to expose yourself on the grand stages. What was it that inspired you to enter there?
I've been member of YALI, which is alumni, for quite a bit long, learning a lot of programs in their cohort.
Okay.
There's programs in YALI alumni where they do development, and they do programs such as personal money management, fundamental leadership, and all sorts of different courses that are there. It's an online courses that I developed myself from. And while I was busy doing that, then I found the opportunity in that young YALI where that you apply. I was not just being selected or elected just because it's some random thing or favored. You apply and then you got selected to be part of the leadership that is going to write the manifesto. The aim is to write the manifesto.
Wow, yes. Wow. And that manifesto is very important. It's very important because, as Prof. Puyolo Lumumba always says, that it therefore seems like the African Union is a toothless bulldog, that it always barks but never implements. I mean, Africa as a whole, it's got the largest population, and you going to write that manifesto, you will be charting the course of Africa here.
Yeah, indeed, that's very true. Because it's I would say that it's an international platform. It's quite a huge thing that we're going to, to give it a chance to write a manifesto. And I was so grateful and fortunate to be selected by this alumni and to be part of that team that is going to write the manifesto, because I'm a delegate from South Africa representing our beautiful country, our beautiful province.
Yes.
So I'm proud of being part of that summit that is going to happen in Ghana, in Ascara. So the aim at the moment is to shape the African entrepreneurs' vision of it.
Okay.
So that's what we going to, there's a lot of package that we're going to discuss, or so that we agree upon and then submit to the AU, which is African Union, because that's where it's going to be formed. It's a collective of young people from different continents that are going to gather there with the different stakeholders, presidents and other ministers and prime ministers of different continents. We'll be there, part of it, and writing that, discussing that, and submitting it to the African AU. This is what we invest into Vision 2040. Yes.
And maybe the challenge, especially when it comes to Africa, would be then what happens if they don't implement. I mean, for the longest time, we are waiting for this. They go to a conference, they go to a meeting, and then we've got the hope. We are inspired that no, finally as Africans, we're going to chart our own course, and then nothing happens. Now, you as the youth, what are some of those things that you are thinking about or planning to do in case the manifesto that we come up with as the youth is taken to maybe to a dustbin or somewhere there?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's a beautiful question. I would say that I will not spell the bean all of it. We still.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll just speak to 4 things that I spoke about.
Okay.
And then what we're going to talk about there.
Mm-hmm.
It's leadership. What kind of leadership that we want as African?
Yes.
Secondly, strategy. What kind of strategy that we need from leaders need to be able to have. Thirdly, it's an implementation from the strategy. What kind of leaders that we need from the strategy that they developed to implement. And fourthly, and lastly, it's an action. We need leaders who are taking action. We need leaders who are taking to accountability and responsibility in decision making. Because leadership it's very broad. And people, I will always start saying leadership it's something that is started with you. If you make decision, it's from your own principle. That's leadership. That's where the leadership started. Because people think leadership is something that I'm a manager or I'm a business owner and I'm a leader. Doesn't mean you're a leader. You lead in a principle that where that you're not comfort of making decisions. Make decisive decision in terms of leadership. So that's what we're going to talk about. To show ideas, to share the ideas about entrepreneurs' journey and also political leadership and also to business and careers, how we need to shape the Africa to sustain the economy. Yes.
And finally, there's a lot of young men and women out here, how can we support you? You're going to represent us there. You're going to share our dreams. You're going to share our ambitions. How can we support you? Or maybe where can we even send those comments of some of the policies that we want to see them happening? How can we support you? How can we ensure that this journey and this trip becomes a success?
Thank you so much. I would really appreciate the support as I represent our country and our province.
Yes.
So we need support from everyone. Office of the Premier, organizations, businesses, even individual.
Yes.
They can support us. Our poster will be out there where that we're going to share with you all the details that you can send us money. You can book for us for accommodation. You can book us for traveling flights. And however you can be able to support this beautiful journey that we intending to embark towards Ghana, because it's happening in November. So everyone and business owners who are listening here today, we're asking for your support, and because this is going to be encouragement and not beneficiaries from me, but benefiting for young people in our community.
Yes.
Because this is going to be a very milestone to develop, especially from where I come from, to empower young people in terms of things are possible.
Yes.
If you have got passion and vision and discipline and patience.
And where can our listeners get hold of you? What are those social media handles? For those who are interested in learning about leadership, where can they also get hold of those services and those trainings that you have been part of?
I'm available on a TikTok channel. It's Rare Skincare. That's where you also can find us. And then I'm going to share with you our email. We're going to share with you our WhatsApp line where you could keep in touch with us if you can be able to, to support us and have communication with us. We can communicate us through email, which is Tebogo Thlako 5@gmail.com. And also on this number of Rare Skincare, you can WhatsApp us on 082-632-4357. 082-632-4357. That's where you can get touch of us, and then we'll appreciate this support from you.
And finally, there's a young man, young woman out there who may be discouraged. They tried to run business and things didn't go well. Some may even be going through some personal challenges. What would your final word of encouragement be to them?
Ke tlo bolela ka leleme la gešo. Jwale mo go bolela taba e lore ke tlo bolela ka leleme la gešo. Sepedi se re a se mang le mang yo a ketimišitšeng pitsa e tshwara. Yo a e tshwereng yo a ketimišitšeng. Meaning, if you don't have passion on something, that you believe you can, it will never happen.
No.
How did you earlier on, when you're chasing a woman and you give up, the fact of the matter, it will never be your wife, that person. So until you arrive and reach your destiny, then that's when you're going to talk about it. If I haven't have faith in my business, I wouldn't be where I am now as I am.
Yeah.
Because give up, it was not a solution. And in my final, I was still saying, thank you so much, my friend, Minister Khanyago, for your beautiful encouragement and your support. You have been on my side since. I believe where you are, listening to me, that you should know that I'm proud of you, my friend. You made it for me. You encouraged me. You believed in me.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And please tell Minister Khanyago, I want to have an engagement. I want to have an engagement so that we can talk about like being a friend, you know. Because for most of us, we lack that friend who will encourage you, who will support you in your dreams. We've got men and women who they would take us to places to consume things that may not be good for our bodies. But those men and women by longer, they are there to encourage us, to push us towards pursuing our dreams. We need a lot of those. And maybe finally from my side, my prayer and my prayer for you is that may God bless you with all of the desires of your heart. May He give you the wisdom to build the businesses the way that you want them to be built. May He give you the wisdom that as you will be representing us there in Ghana, He would give you the wisdom to speak for us and to chart a manifesto that will represent the ideas and the visions of African youth. And above all else, may He give you all of the things that you are desiring, all of those dreams that you are dreaming of. May He ensure that He gives you the wisdom to pursue them until they become a reality. And one day, when you are listing one of the businesses there on the JSE or the New York Stock Exchange, you would invite us or no. That dream that I pursued, here are the results.
I receive. Thank you so much. I receive. This is a beautiful word.
Thank you.
And I got really touched on how you said it. And thank you so much. I received that. I believe, hence you said it, God has already signed it.
Indeed. Thank you so much for coming and spending this time with us.